So, hi, hello, welcome to another weekly talk with Hannah. So let's just say this week, like last week, has not been the big greatest week, and it's not going any better this week. And I am currently in the middle of a series that is kind of making me a little bummed out, but we're not talking about that one this week. And you will probably not hear about it next week because I'm just going to talk about it as a whole as we are done with it. But yeah, it's been a wild ride. Let's just say that I finished it, like the first book in this series, a little while ago, and I just feel like I kind of want to just crawl into bed and do nothing, and I kind of also want to read every single book this second. And I have to say I'm really afraid of the third book. So that was kind of a little spoiler. You will already know if you follow along. So let's just do movies. Haven't watched a movie in ages. Haven't felt like it. Haven't yeah. So I am definitely eventually going to try and get back into it. Haven't done that in a while. But yeah, what have I watched? I don't feel like I have watched that much. I watched the Disappearance of Madeleine McCann just because I apparently wanted to. And I finished that off, and I feel like I don't know. I was old enough to remember this case, but it's not like something. I have no idea what to think just because I feel like this case is a kind of a big mess where I have no idea what to even think. So, yeah. And then I am obviously watching like the normal stuff, Homestead Rescue, which we are, slowly crawling away with. And then I watch Sister Wives. I watch that every week until I have 2 episodes left, I do believe, and that should be fine. I feel like these tell-alls, there are 4 tell-alls, and I'm just like 101, and I don't even know what to think just because I feel like yeah, it's just something. Can we just say that? And then what else? I watched like a nature documentary, some sort, like Ibiza. Maybe not Ibiza. I don't even remember what the name was, but it was a short one. And then I don't remember what the show was. But it was basically about this. It was 3 episodes on Disney Plus. And basically what it was about was that it was this woman from FBI who basically analyzes behavior, and they are kind of like having these like cases where they, at the end, she interviews the murder, and it's very fascinating. It was a very fascinating story, and yeah. And then the newest season of One Calls the Heart came out on where I can watch it. And yeah, so far it's fine. I miss. The only thing that I am annoyed by is that I can't watch like 1 through 6, like season 1 through 6, and I really want to rewatch the entire thing. 1 through 6 is my favorite though. Let's just say that. And then after that, turns out to be, fine, but they are not my favorite anymore. So yeah, have I watched anything else? I don't even think I have watched anything else, just because I haven't felt like that. Let's just say that. And I mean, I don't have that much time because I'm trying to, watch some YouTube and do some reading, and there are just a lot, and I am basically, this series that I'm currently reading as of now is taking up a lot of time, but obviously that for next week or the week after that or something. So yeah, but basically reading has kind of been a big part right now, and I'm also trying to game a little and do other things than reading. I was just like, I am going to only read 100 pages. Then I started this series, and I just got hooked, and now reading has taken over my life again, and I'm trying not for it to, because I want to have other hobbies, and apparently I'm just not going to be okay with that. But let's talk books. So, first is 7 Year Itch, and this is the second book in the Mountain Man's Matchmaker series. And in this one, we are following. I don't remember the. It's one of his brothers, and basically, the the niece is on it again. And let's just say that I gotta wait for I think it's the last one, but at least the fourth one, because then it's her story, and it's going to be so much fun. But this one, I give it 3 stars. It was fine. I don't think I liked it as much as the first one, even though I also gave the other one 3 stars. I feel like I didn't like this one as much as the first one, but overall, I really enjoyed it, and it was a lot of fun. But I just got a little annoyed. So yeah, then I read Lost in Me, which is the first one in the Here and Now series, and this is a short series where I kind of should read the last one, but I haven't done that yet. But yeah, Here and Now, it's basically about a woman who get amnesia and wakes up, and it's a love triangle where you don't know who she's going to end up with, just because yeah. Let's just say that I have no idea what is going on, because we are in her head, and basically she don't remember that part of the story. She remembers, like, I don't know, it's been a while since she remembered things. So yeah, it's fascinating though. But 3 stars, I just feel like, yeah, I don't know. But the ending, it's sort of like I don't know why I didn't continue on. Let's just say that. Then I read The Stonekeeper. So The Stonekeeper, this one, I give it 4 stars. It was actually really good. This one is going to come out as a short. Like the reason why I read this. Later on, I think it will be after I'm done with 75 booked. But yeah, this one was darker than I thought, and I am definitely going to continue on with this series, which, yeah, that's going to be really good. The next one I read was Wild Love. And this one, I give 5 stars. I loved it. It's basically about a brother's best friend. And what I find hilarious about this, well, we can talk spoilers here, right? So yeah, basically the brother knows, and he was just like, finally. And I find it so funny that the brother is just like, oh, finally you are telling me, because hello, I kind of already knew. And I just find it really fun that basically his name is Grant. Basically, Grant is really afraid, or Ford Grant, and he's basically really afraid of telling the brother, because it's my best friend, and he's just like, I already know, and it's just, and I really like that he's just like, you're both grown up. I mean, it's kind of like, if I don't see anything, it's fine, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Let's just say that, and yeah. The next one is Forbidden North, and this is the first one, or like the zero, like the prequel to Men of the North, and this one is fascinating. I give it 4 stars. I actually really enjoyed this, and it was very interesting. Basically, it's about this, like, Alaska and Canada is sort of this place where men lives, and it's very fascinating. So in this one, she, like, the main character gets a letter, and she thinks that this girl is in danger, but she's not, and it's very fascinating. It's a very fascinating story, and yeah. So I am going to continue on with this series, and I feel like I have started a lot of series, which is really good. For next month, we are doing basically like a emergency. I need to finish some series. That's the main goal for next month. So yeah. Then I read Persuasion. Gave it 4 stars. I liked it. Definitely, I can't wait to get some adaptations from both this and Northanger Abbey, because I really need to, get even more depth. And yeah, so overall, 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. So yeah. The next one that I read was Alive and Well, and I started yet another series. I started, well, Wells Ranch, and this one I gave 4 stars as well. It's basically about this woman who leaves her abusive husband and basically ends up getting a job in Wells Ranch, and there she, meets the man of the hour, I almost said, and he don't like her. But I mean, it's a romance, so eventually they start liking each other, and yeah, it's fascinating and it's good. It's sort of like a slow burn. I mean, not the slow burn that I'm used to by Mariana Zapata, but still a slow burn. The next one that I read was Leo, and Signs of Love. I started yet another series, and this one, Leo. Gave 3 stars. I feel like I already knew where this was going. So basically, you're following this girl and this boy, and his name is Leo. And basically, he gets another. They are both in foster homes, and basically, he gets adopted by these people. So he moves far away. But before he leaves, he basically promises this girl that I will come back for you when we turn 18. But he doesn't. And then now it's been years later, and basically what happens is that there comes a boy, and he says that Leo is dead, and he basically told him to check up on her. But can we just say I already knew that this boy was Leo, and there is a reason. Now this one has a hard trigger warning. So for basically sexually abuse, let's just say that, and it was horrible, and yeah, that was not fine. But obviously, it's a good story. I am going to read the next book in this series like next month, so I'm continuing on with it. This is not my favorite one, but it's really short, and I didn't feel like I, fully loved it. So then I read Love Light Farms, and I really enjoyed this. It was so cute. It's friends to lovers, and basically, I gave it 5 stars. One thing I have to say that they are both in love with each other for years and years, but they never told each other, and I'm just like, great. So yeah, that's definitely something. But yeah, it's basically about this woman who needs to save her kind of dying Christmas tree farm, and basically she got this she signed up for this influencer thing, and she said that she had a boyfriend and she doesn't. So basically she asks her best friend for help. He helps, and we all know kind of how it's going to go. And I mean, the thing that happened, like the conflict, I kind of get the conflict, just because I would also be terrified to actually take the leap, but to actually be together. But I also have to say that they were way beyond that. Can we just say that? I don't think there is anything going back. Can we just say after that? So yeah. Then I finished Unbroken, and this is a World War II story of survival, resilience, and redemption. So this is about Louis Samperini or something, and it's basically during World War II. And this one, obviously non-fiction. You will see basically why I read this in another video, because I apparently have studied a bunch of shorts, and yeah, you will see that later. So yeah. And then I read Angels and Demons by Dan Brown, and I gave it 2 stars. I hated it. No, I don't know. I just felt like I didn't love this. I kind of felt bored, and yeah, that was kind of my thing. So then I finished Beauty Queens by Libba Bray, and I give it 3 stars. This was a wild ride with a lot of weird things. This was a really weird book. And yeah, when I say weird, I mean it. I mean really weird. So I don't really know what else to say though, other than it was weird. Then the last book I finished was The Legacy, and that is the fifth and final book in the off-campus series, and I give it 4 stars. I overall really enjoyed this. So you basically have 4 different stories, and in each and every single one of them, you get a different person that you have met in the off-campus series, but also a different story. So you have it basically an elopement, you have a wedding, you have a proposal, and you have a surprise pregnancy. So yeah, I feel like the surprise pregnancy is not my favorite trope, but also I feel like I can be more like good with it just because I already knew the characters. So yeah. Do you have anything else to say? I don't know. Basically, I haven't done much. And yeah. Let's just say that this might be the final, at least for a while, fire you see in a while, because let's just say that it's finally getting a little warmer in the weather, and to be honest, that's good. And let's just see, like, this might be the final fire that you see for a while. It might not be, because we might get like a cold like thing coming in again, but we don't know. At this point, it's going to be warm for the foreseeable future. Right now, it's snowing though, so it's not that warm yet, but it's going to rain sooner today, so that's great. Have you watched anything? Let's just say that lately I have figured out 2 things that I don't like, and when it comes to videos. So the first one is like ASMR videos, like where you whisper or where you like tap things. I cannot stand it. Can we just say that? I can do like ambience or ASMR where you get like the cooking noises and everything. That's fine. But normal ASMR, no. I no. I hate whispering. It's just no. It grinds my gears. It's in my ears. It's horrible. And yeah, the other ones is mukbangs. I cannot stand people chewing, especially when I am, like having on some like earmuffs or anything. It's no, like headphones. I hate the noise. I hate the chewing noise, and it's just no. And that is one thing that I apparently don't like, and that I basically have figured out while watching like a commentary videos, because some of them are commentary, like commenting on this very like exclusively like eating mukbangs, where you are like, I'm going to eat this burrito in 4 minutes, like why? And the chewing, no. And just like no, I can't stand it. And I know a lot of people love mukbangs and everything, and I used to eat sometimes in front of the camera, and I'm now just like, I am not going to sit there and eat and have you all hear that, because I can't stand it myself, and I'm not going to edit a video where I am chewing, because I can't stand that either. Can we just say that? So yeah. But I don't think there is anything else to kind of talk about for this week. I have just been, like last week, I have been tired and doing nothing. I have bought myself a new jacket though. I needed a new winter jacket. Not that I need it right now, but there are just so many, like, I feel like I have so many jackets, because there are just so many different weathers that we get. So it's, yeah. But other than that, I don't think there is anything else to say. So I hope you liked this video, and I will see you next time for another one. Bye!